Okay, we're recording. Welcome everybody to Oil Chat number 2. I'm Ruth Reyes. I live out in the deserts of Arizona, out in the middle of nowhere. This is our very second Oil Chat of a very long series. Right now we're scheduled to go every Wednesday until January. So lots of topics that we're going to be doing every week. Today we're going to be talking about the LifeLong Vitality Supplements, or LLV. That's what we use for, that's a short acronym for Lifelong Vitality. Remember that this is a short and sweet introduction into the products that doTERRA sells, but it's not going to go into that deeply into the science and research, explaining why these supplements are so beneficial for your body and how they're different than any other product on the market today. We dive a little bit with our languaging, but I'm not going to go into mitochondria or DNA or anything like that. So if you want more of that, Dr. Hill's available, and you can go to Aromatic Science, I think doTERRA Science. There's a whole bunch of good science websites for those that are more science-minded. For that very specific information, though, I would encourage you to sign up for a post-convention tour that is now going around the country in multiple cities all over the country. If you're within 3 hours, if you're within 3 hours of a post-convention tour, I highly encourage you to go. Here in Arizona, we're going to be having one in Mesa on October 26th, and about 2 hours prior to the tour, we're going to do a picnic. So I'm planning the menu for that right now. So it's just a fun way to connect with your team. And well, since it's a recording, I probably shouldn't be telling everything about the post-convention tour, but go to the post-convention tour because they're so great to connect with your community and your team. Okay, so today I'm going to do a short introduction of the LLV supplements. I'll explain why you should be taking them because I found out through a little survey that not everybody is on their vitamins. So once I've convinced you to start taking your vitamins, I'm going to explain to you why you need to recommend them to everybody that you know because you're going to fall in love with them. So I'm going to give you some key points about why they're so great. Okay, so I love the Lifelong Vitality supplements for a lot of different reasons. They're the foundation to good health and just happen to be the #1 selling product that doTERRA carries. So for a huge essential oil company, it's kind of amazing that vitamins are the #1 selling product. So during my membership overviews, when I bring in new members, I always gush and go over the LLV because I really love them. I explain how great they are. And I really encourage everybody to try the Lifelong Vitality supplements at least for 30 days. If you don't love them, you can return them. You can return empty bottles to doTERRA and get your money back. So it's kind of a no-risk foray into better health and more energy. So I always tell everybody to be on the vitamins. So a little background on my vitamin journey. I loaded up on vitamins. I went to Trader Joe's. I went to natural health food stores here in the Valley, and I would randomly take supplements. And I would never be consistent because I never noticed a difference in my health taking them. But I did notice on the days that I took those vitamins, I drink a lot of water. I drink like 3 of these. So I'm often in the restroom. And on the days that I went to the bathroom, I noticed that I was just excluding those vitamins. There was no benefit to them at all. When I joined doTERRA about 4.5 years ago, I heard about the vitamins. I went to the first convention, I think in 2012. I didn't know enough about them to want to invest $80 in a set of vitamins. I just thought that was ridiculous. And so it wasn't until that first convention when my friend at the time, Kendall Guthrie, we're still friends, but we're in different positions now. Kendall told me that we should really go and try the vitamins because she had attended, back then during convention, we had breakout sessions and we could each attend different things, and Kendall went to all the science. Of course, I didn't. I went to all kinds of different stuff. So she told me we had to be on the vitamins, and I gave her my spiel about vitamins not working, and there was no point, and I didn't want to spend the money. So we challenged ourselves to buy them and take them for at least 2 weeks. At the time, I had a real heartburn with the price, so I decided to be smart and cut my dose in half so that my vitamins would last rather than 1 month, 2. And because I was a single mom with 4 boys and money at that time was a real issue, I couldn't think about spending $80 on vitamins for myself a month. That was a lot. But the upside of spending that much money on vitamins is when I saw them on the kitchen counter, I took them because I didn't want to waste my money. And I took them every day for 2 weeks. And unlike other vitamins, I didn't forget. And it could have been the price that kept me taking them, because there was no way that I was going to let them sit on my shelf and not take them, because that was throwing money away. So I took them. And I didn't really notice any changes in the first 2 weeks. But it was about, I don't know, the 14th, 15th day, I forgot to take the vitamin. And by 2 o'clock, I was dragging. I was tired. I wanted a nap. And I realized I hadn't taken naps in weeks. So I realized at that time that it was the vitamins that were giving me energy. I am muting people. Or you guys are supposed to type in there, mute yourself. There she goes. And Lance, can you mute yourself? He's pretty quiet, but just to be safe. Okay. So I realized that it was the vitamins that got me through that 2 o'clock slump. So then I thought, oh, okay, maybe I do need them. But that was in 2012, and I haven't stopped taking 2 vitamins a day since. The recommended dose for the vitamins are 4 of each pill a day. But you need to do what's best for your body. And because some people don't like taking 12 vitamins, because there's 3 in the LLV. There's 3 of them. So it's 4 of each bottle. So that's 12 total. Some people don't like taking 12 in one sitting. So some people break up that. They'll take 2 in the morning of each one and 2 in the evening. Some people take only 1 of each once a day. You have to figure out what's right for your own body and what works for you. But as I've been doing my survey, for those people that I've asked, do you take the LLV and what do you consistently gain from taking the LLV? I've heard that they have more energy, they have less painful menstruation and less PMS. That is not the norm for everybody. Of course, our bodies are all different, and we'll have different results. I've heard better sleep. For me, I can't take the alpha CRS in the evening and sleep because it gives me too much energy. But for some people, they get better sleep. For me, no 2 p.m. slump. Sometimes after lunch, we just feel kind of tired and dragging. The alpha CRS, well, the vitamins, I can't narrow down which one, but the vitamins for me, I don't feel that. I'm fine. I keep working through. A lot of people experience less overall pain while taking the LifeLong Vitality. When cold and flu season comes around, they don't get sick. So there's tons of testimonials from everyone that takes them. Each testimonial is different. Each person gains different results from taking the LifeLong Vitality's vitamins. So doTERRA has done a tremendous amount of research on our diets and has created supplements that meet our daily needs. That's why doTERRA vitamins are a little bit different than other vitamins that you find in the market. So they meet our daily need and they don't exceed our daily need, which is key. The supplements are designed to enhance a culture's diet. So in Japan, the LifeLong Vitality vitamins are a little different than the American vitamins because their diets are so different than our own. And when I say that they meet an individual's need, it simply means that the vitamin meets 100% of the recommended daily allowance. Some vitamins on the market today can exceed 1,000% of what you need to take on a daily basis. By exceeding the recommended daily allowance, you're not only wasting your money because those vitamins are being excreted down the toilet, but you're taking toxic levels of the vitamin, which could potentially damage your liver and kidneys. Another reason why the LifeLong Vitality, everything that's in the bottle of supplements is sourced and harvested from a prime location. For instance, doTERRA fish oil in the XE Omega is sourced from anchovies, sardine, and mackerel from the waters off of the coast of Peru. Everything that's inside of the capsule of the LifeLong Vitality supplement is stated on the label, unlike stores like Walmart or Target or Walgreens that were recently in some trouble about producing vitamins that were different than what the label was stated. You can Google it. If you look up the Target, Walmart vitamin controversy. I think it happened last spring. They had a couple of vitamins that it would say gluten-free, and it was full of gluten. It was full of like oat bran. It would say that it was like evening primrose oil, and it was like an olive oil. It was completely different. So you have to be careful, and you have to know what's inside of each capsule that you're ingesting and putting in your body. So we're going to start right now with my favorite supplement of all time. And the reason why we're talking about the LifeLong Vitality versus the Daily Nutrient Pack is because the Daily Nutrient Pack doesn't include this guy. This is my favorite one. On its own, if I was to buy this separately, this little bottle right here is $70. It's $69.50. That's our wholesale price. If you buy all of them together, I think they're $79.50. So buying them as a pack is a lot better deal. The Alpha CRS supplement's a powerhouse, and it's one of those pills that I can't miss. I need it every single day. The Alpha CRS Plus, so there's a little plus sign. I guess the older bottle didn't have the plus sign, but they do now. It's a proprietary dietary supplement formulated with potent levels of powerful polyphenols that support healthy cell function by providing antioxidant protection to cellular DNA and other critical cell structures. The CRS in Alpha CRS stands for Cellular Renewal System. I didn't know that. And the plus sign reflects that the improvements that have been made to the product since it was first launched back in, 2009. Some key ingredients that are in the Alpha CRS are boswellic acid, coenzyme Q10, curcumin from the turmeric group, resveratrol, green tea leaf extract, milk thistle seed extract, pineapple stem extract, grape seed extract, sesame seed extract, pine bark extract, and a lot more. A lot more stuff that I can't pronounce. That's why I'm not reading them. Taking this supplement can support healthy cell function by reducing oxidative stress on the DNA. It supports cellular energy. It supports mental clarity and brain function. And the Alpha CRS is GMO-free and gluten-free. And I just realized, I was reading, last night, I didn't know. I thought that the Microplex had gluten in it, and it doesn't. It's gluten-free as well. All of them are gluten-free. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is the XE Omega. And there's also a vegetarian option if you are a vegetarian. Today we're talking about just the XE Omega because I didn't want to make this longer than it needed to be. But there's a lot of great information about the vegan formula too. So the doTERRA XE Omega Essential Oil Omega Complex is a unique formula of CPTG, which means Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, essential oils, and a proprietary blend of marine and land-sourced omega fatty acids. Omega fatty acids help support joint, cardiovascular, and brain health, and supports healthy immune function. The marine-sourced fish oil uses the best quality marine omega-3 oils in the world. Both fish oils are tested for over 250 contaminants. And both fish oils are certified sustainable by the prestigious Friends of the Sea organization in Europe. By taking the XE Omega supplements daily, they can support your heart and circulatory health, support healthy joint function and comfort, provides immune boosting nutrients, and promotes healthy skin. Also, this also contains essential oils. So this has clove bud, frank, thyme leaf, cumin seed, wild orange peel, peppermint plants, ginger root, caraway seed, and German chamomile flower. And these are also gluten-free. The Microplex, this one, is the food nutrient complex, and it's a formula of bioavailable vitamins and minerals that are deficient in our modern diets. The formula includes a balanced blend of essential antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E, and an energy complex of B vitamins. Why? Well, it's abundantly clear that our diets in the U.S. and in many developed countries include an adequate and even overabundance of calories. A growing body of evidence shows that even as we eat more, we're obtaining less of the essential nutrients for vital and optimal health. A couple of things that this vitamin will do if you take it, it will help to support healthy immune function. So that's kind of a trend that's happening with all the vitamins. So when I say I take these and I don't get sick during cold and flu season, it kind of, even though I use On Guard when the virus is around, I take my supplements every day and I don't end up getting sick at all. So the Microplex also supports healthy immune function, supports brain health, bone health with calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D, supports healthy metabolism and cellular energy, and this supplement's also GMO-free and gluten-free. So why you should try them, it's tenfold. You're just going to feel better on the supplements, no matter what you're struggling with. If you have inflammation in your body, if you lack energy, if you need better sleep, it's tenfold the reasons why you should take the LLV. You're just going to feel better. So when you do feel better, you need to get everyone else you know on the LLV so they can feel better too. They'll buy them for life because they need them for better nutrition. Nobody can go. And there's someone on this call, she sometimes lets her vitamins lapse. And then she kind of feels bad for a couple of days. Like she's tired, exhausted until she gets her new stock of vitamins. So these are in my cart. Every other month I have them and because it increases your energy, better sleep, healthy immunity, less pain. And there's so many reasons why these vitamins are so good. So it's a coincidence that doTERRA, this call was on the books for over a month, and doTERRA just happened to announce that there's a new promotion happening, that if somebody enrolls with 100 PV enrollment and signs up for the LRP for 100 PV, they get the free vitamins. So that for me is really exciting because I think everybody should be on vitamins. But doTERRA really is in tune with me. I'm just kidding. Okay, so that's it for the LLV. No science for you. If you want to unmute yourself and ask any questions, go for it. Oh. Okay.
All right, I'll go first the questions.
Go for it.
So you're in a class and they're all young, like you could be their mother. And one starts up with, oh, I'm healthy, I have energy, I can chase, my 2, 4, and 6-year-old all day long, don't have any problems. Why should I, I'm overall healthy, I don't have any issues that I'm dealing with, I'm not on any kind of medications that I'm trying to, get off of. And so why should I spend the $80 on the LLV when all of the reasons you say I need to be on it, I'm not feeling? How would you put it then?
Well, okay, my kids take the LLV. Before we started this call, my 13-year-old just came in to take the LLV because he gets sick all the time. He's super active.
My kids take it too. Yeah. My family, we are on.
Well, if you're super active, if you're chasing after a 3- and 5-year-old, it means you're not getting a whole lot of sleep. You're being exposed to a lot of germs. So if she likes getting sick throughout the year, then don't take the vitamins. But if she needs to stay healthy so she can keep running after her kids, she totally needs to be on the vitamins because they'll help protect her from getting that cold and flu virus.
Ruth?
Yes?
I just want to say I'm super sorry for not having muted earlier. I thought I was on mute. I apologize. But at what age did you start your kids on the LLV?
I start them about 12.
Okay.
Like right before they hit puberty is when they start taking them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And it's okay if you didn't meet yourself. I don't care. It's not a big deal. Okay, any other questions?
How do you explain why each person experiences different benefits with using the LLV?
I think we're all lacking in some aspect of our mineral or enzymes or vitamins. Like Kenya's husband, she's the one that told me he got better sleep. That was new. I'd never heard of that. It's Tara Travis that told me that she had reduced cramping when she was on the LLV. So I think our bodies are so different. The way oils interact with us, we all have different experiences with oils. because our body chemistry is so different. I think it's the same for the vitamins. It's depending on what we're lacking. If we're lacking sleep, if we're lacking in minerals, if we're lacking enzymes, if we're lacking vitamins in our own system, they're going to affect us differently. It just depends on what we need.
So replying to that question, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Okay, so replying to that question, someone asked me, I try to explain it because our bodies are designed to help themselves, and maybe each person's needs are different, which obviously we know they are, and so therefore they're going to feel the benefits being different. And basically, it's a reminder that it's reminding them that, you know, all of this starts at a mitochondrial level and works its way out. And as it's working its way out, our own bodies are gravitating to the parts of it that need it the most for them at that time. Would you say that's accurate?
That's accurate, but when you say, and this is just me because it's who I am, when you start saying mitochondrial DNA, my mind just goes, I go to sleep. So it just depends on who you're talking to and how you would you want to change the wording a little bit depending on who you're actually speaking to.
Okay.
But you're right on. Oh, Beefcake wanted to be here. Oh, well, I don't have the link for him. Okay, who else? Kenya, what is for those of you that do take the LLV, Kenya, how do you feel when you take them?
I feel good. I am that person on the call that laps in her vitamins, and when I do, then that's when you notice the difference. So you might be taking them and you're like, okay, whatever, but then when you stop taking them, that's exactly when you notice the difference that they're making.
Thank you. Brenda, do you take your vitamins every day?
I do, and when I first started in doTERRA, I quit taking them after a while, thinking, you know, they weren't doing any good, but I noticed my fibromyalgia, my pain level, everything started back up. So I have not stopped for the last 4 years. And my husband, he took them for a couple of months, and then he said it wasn't doing any good. Well, then he started having problems with his ankles. He's got 3rd degree flat feet. And so his ankles and feet are painful all the time. And we went to Indianapolis for one of the convention things last year, and they talked about the alpha CRS and how it helps the inflammation. And when he came back, he started on them. He said, I want them. And he also ordered the deep blue polyphenol. So we both take both of them or all of it, and he's not stopped yet. Even when money has gotten tight, you know, we figure a way to do it. And it has just helped us so much. I mean, when I had this problem a couple of weeks ago with my back, I thought, what's going on? Because I've been taking my vitamins and stuff, and then they found I had spurs on my back really bad. And I talked to the chiropractor about it, and that's the one thing I mentioned, you know, that my fibro, he is a chiropractor that pushes with his knees and stuff. And I would come home just in so much pain for days. And so we sat down and talked about it, and I realized it must have been the fibromyalgia acting up from all the stuff that he was doing. So he changed his way of doing, and I'm feeling much better again now that he's not pushing his knee and stuff into me. But I just noticed the difference since I've started using it and kept on using it.
Okay. Well, we didn't cover the deep blue polyphenol or the DDR prime, so I think that's going to have to be another call, which is not on my list, Katie. But there's a lot of supplements that I didn't even cover that I also take in addition to LLV that really help. DDR prime is one of them that I take daily. So we'll talk about those another day because they don't get talked about enough. Teresa, do you take the LLV?
Yes, I do. I think for me, most of it I think my energy is just kind of more sustained through the day. And I haven't really lapsed. I've pretty much stayed on it since I started it back. I don't remember, back at the beginning of the year, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get quite as stressed out.
Oh yeah, that is a really, I forgot about that really helps with stress too.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I have plenty that goes on around my home that can be very stressful. With Daniel being disabled and all, and him getting sick earlier this year, but I haven't gotten quite as stressed out this year. You know, I've been able to deal with that a lot better. And I think that's also partially due to the fact that I use the Balance and Serenity daily, every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when I haven't had that one.
Okay. All right. Robin, what's been your experience with the LLV? Or your kids, Lance, too?
I just take it because I know it's good for me to take, but I'm one of those that have noticed that if I don't take it, if I get sick, I'm sick longer. Mm-hmm. And if I don't get enough sleep, then I'm tired longer. And then you kind of correlate, oh, have I been diligent with my LLV? That's when I noticed that this is for me because it does sustain me, whether I feel like it's, you know, some miraculous thing every single day. I know taking it every single day prevents a lot of those things I just discussed. My husband, okay, so I don't care. He's like my guinea pig for everything. It doesn't matter what I throw out there, what I, you know, put in his little dishes to take every day. I mean, he takes it, you know, asking 6 or 8 weeks later, what was your experience? What do you felt any, you know, all these things. And he basically said the same thing as, well, I didn't know I needed them. I just take what you put in the little dishes for me to take. So I switched it up without him knowing what I was putting in his little dishes to take every day. And he started feeling sluggish. He didn't feel like he had enough energy in the afternoon that he had before. He was using more peppermint in his diffuser at work. So I did my own little sneaky blind test and went back to putting in the LLV, and all those dissipated, and he doesn't have that. Like, he's the Energizer buddy. He's funny. He comes home and, you know, he doesn't come home and sit down and do nothing. He comes home to find out what needs done at the house and does it. So I would say the longevity of it, just keep doing it. Even if you don't have that everyday wow experience, this, you know, this made me want to run a 10-mile marathon. Just keeping up doing it, your body is going to appreciate it. And things are happening in there. It's like I tell people all the time, you can't feel what your cells are, neglecting or being neglected with until it's so far advanced that you've got symptoms that you're trying now to fight. So let's forget even getting to the symptom part, and let's just keep them healthy as possible. So that's kind of, and then all of my kids take it. And the little, my 10-year-old takes a chewable vitamin. She can't stand the fish oil, so she swallows the fish oil like we take, which I think is totally fine. Some people may say scientifically that she shouldn't, but she's been doing it for a year now and she's still alive. So I think it's good.
Thanks, Robin. Is Susan Levitt here? 435. Okay, I don't have my glasses on. 669-0398. She's not muted.
That's me. This is Celeste Levitt.
Oh, hi, Celeste. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? It's good to hear you. Good class.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here. Do you take the LLV?
I take the LLV every day, and I make my husband take it too. And it's, I think that's the reason we've had such good health, and I love it. I take it every day.
Good. Okay. Thanks, Celeste. I have to ask Lance what your response is about the LLV. Did he just jump off? No, he's here. Lance?
I took it since December, and the only week I took off in July, I was sick the whole week. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
But it does give me more energy to go to the gym after games and stuff like that. So
good.
Although it does cost too much, I agree with you.
Yeah, but not if you break it up. Then it's 40 something. It's $40, so it's not bad. And cheaper than a doctor's visit. Okay, Patty Tinholt, is that you on the iPhone? I think it was. Oh, Estella? Estella, that was you on the iPhone?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. I'm cooking. I'm like frying something on the stove, trying not to like burn myself.
Okay. Are you on the LLV yet?
Not yet.
Are you going to get on the LLV?
I think so. I think this month I'm going to give it a try.
Good. All right.
I'm really bad when it comes to vitamins. Not only do I not take them, but I'm just really bad about vitamins. That is like my nemesis. So if they work, everybody's going to know.
Okay, good. I want to hear if they work for you and if you're consistent. And we can text you and remind you if you want.
All right. Oh no, that's okay. I'll leave them out. I'm just really bad because I just hate them.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Estella.
Thank you.
Michelle, are you on the vitamins yet? Oh, hang on, you're muted.
No, I'm not on the vitamins. I'm fairly new to this. All of the oils and everything. So
Okay.
I just started using oils yesterday in my house.
You started diffusing them yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how are you feeling?
Great.
Yeah. I clean with mine, and what I did, I put some lemon oil on a cotton ball and vacuumed it up. So now every time I vacuum, my carpet smells like lemon. So that's a great way to start with oils too.
Oh, yeah. I have mostly tile in my downstairs. So last week in my steamer, I put the oils in my water.
Oh.
My floors, it was almost like diffusing it at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, nice. I like that idea too. Vitamins next, Michelle. After you start using your oils all the time, vitamins next.
Okay.
Okay, Robin. Sherry, are you on the vitamins?
Not yet. I'm not really sure what's keeping me from them. I just keep on saying I'm going to start it, and this time I'm going to start it.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my husband on board at the exact same time, and he just kept saying, I don't want to take more stuff, because I already have him taken everything I can pop into his mouth and put on his body. He's my little guinea pig, hey, let's try this, let's try that. So, I mean, everything works really well for him. He's just like, okay, enough, But anyway, I think I'll just give them to him and say, here, you're taking this, and then if you want me to be healthy, you have to take them too. And that's kind of my angle, So we'll see. I'll try and start them before the weekend. That's my goal. I have 4 boxes of them. It's like
what?
Yeah, I buy them every month. We just don't take them. Don't ask. It's my PV. I'm like, I just gotta set up to come on PV, and then I don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my own stash of it. Here, I'll be a vitamin pusher. Here, take these. Here, try that. Anyway, we'll get it done. We'll get them down. Now I have enough that we have a couple of months for both of us to have as a backup. Right.
Okay. Well, start taking them. Put them in a location where you put them by your toothbrush so you remember to take them every day.
That's a good idea. I'll do that for him, because he's always, everything is in one little spot, one little shelf inside the cupboard, and he'll just do it, I guess, routinely. You're right. He'll throw it in the same way he does everything else.
But you do it too, because you'll become more passionate about him now once you're taking them yourself.
I will. I'm really bad about doing the things for me. I always get everybody else healthy, and then it's like, oh shoot, now I'm the one sick. But anyway, I'll do it. I will do it this time. Okay. I'll take care of me so I can take care of everybody else.
We're all like that. If we're moms, we all kind of take care of everybody else first before ourselves. But you got to take care of you. Okay. Jessica, we haven't heard from you yet. Hi.
Hey. Yeah, I've been taking the vitamins and some of the supplements for a while. When I teach a class, I basically tell them it changed my life, because it did. I had my legs are built incorrectly, so I had really bad knee pains for at least 20 years, and doctors and specialist told me that there's nothing they could do. But the vitamins with the Deep Blue supplement got rid of my pain altogether.
Good.
So now I can dance with my boys and go up the stairs. And although, like, my knees still make noise, but at least they're not painful.
That's good. All right. Are you the one that posted that you didn't think your story was compliant?
No.
Was that okay? That must have been someone else. But I think that's fine. I'm happy for you that you don't have pain because of the vitamins.
Yes, thanks. Me too.
Cheryl, are you on the LLV?
Yes, when I'm able to take them, I do take them, and I have discovered when I'm on them on a regular basis, I suffer with sciatica, and it helps with that. I'm not in as much pain.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you need more vitamins?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then Natalie.
Hi.
Hi.
So I started taking them in May, at the end of May. Or maybe it was June. It was crazy. I started them, and within 2 weeks, all of my depression symptoms and like mom fog, they were gone. And so I can feel myself creep back into that too when I stop taking them. So they're incredible. I don't know how to function without them. So life-saving.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. And then Katie. You're muted. Are you on the LLV?
I'm not on the LLV. I'm a bad example.
No, I just wanted to know.
Yeah, no, I want to be on them, but I am pretty brand new to doTERRA, so I am slowly but surely sampling everything. So
okay.
LLV's next. So after every oil chat, I'm going to have to put in a new order with whatever I need to try now.
Okay. Well, yeah, next, because they're life-changing and you need them. Okay. So I think that's it for Lifelong Vitality. Next week is supposed to be women's health, but that to me sounds a little sciencey. I kind of want to do the skin and spa care. Is that okay? Yeah, I have a schedule that I'm supposed to maintain, but I think I can switch it around. So next week, skin and spa care or women's health. What do you prefer? Write it in the chat box. Skin, Kenya. Okay, that's one for skin. Women's health. Sherry. Either. Oops, skin. That's two for skin. Oh, maybe Kenya can teach women's health. Because I ditched that one. I ditched most of convention. That's okay. I don't go for the information. I go for hanging out with friends that I only get to see a few times a year. Skin. Okay. Skin is overwhelmingly the winner. So we're going to do skin next week. And we'll talk a little bit about vitamins because I think the DDR Prime is a really good one to take if you're worried about skin issues. So we will do skin next week. Skin and spa care, since the new spa care products came out. These include warts. Okay. I guess we're going to go deep with skin too. But okay. All right. So we'll talk next week about skin and spa care products. So I will see you next Wednesday. Bye, you guys. Oh, was that private? Was the work comment private? Yeah, it was. Okay. Bye. Such a goof.